Way easier to rebuild versus that Quadrajet. I'm getting it all back together. I ordered this thing off eBay too. Paid like $10 for that adapter plate. I'm gonna drop this on when we finish working. Alright, so with my carburetor, when I was starting the car up, this choke was like opening up way too fast because I don't know if you can see right here, like this housing is messed up with the screws. So the choke kept, I don't know if it wasn't turning right, but like I said, it kept on opening up way too fast and the car would just keep dying out. So I'm gonna have to take this whole housing off of here and replace it, even though the carburetor do run. But I grabbed this from the junkyard right here, this electric choke and a new housing. I got the bolts in there too. I gotta find the other screw. But I'm gonna drop that one on there and change it from this manual and see if that work a little better. But we're gonna see if this electric choke work on this carburetor. I'm gonna just switch it around and see what it do, and we just go from there. This carburetor to me is more easier to deal with. Like the mixture screws are right here, the curb screw is right here, the fast idle screw is just right up under there. With this Quadrajet, man, it's just so much to deal with. You gotta kind of unbolt all the way down up in here. I don't know if you can see it. I can't even see it. The fast idle screw hiding all the way under there. Then you gotta get past all these cords and shit just to get all the way up in there. Use this little flexible tool. I think I only paid like $10 for it to get all up to the mixture screws, and it's just, this thing is too much to deal with, man. This is like way easier. The rebuild on this thing was so simple, a kid could have did it. All right, here go my next problem. If somebody can tell me what this thing is right here, and it's plugged up to this vacuum hose, I'm gonna have to move it out the way, because look at the throttle cable. I can't even move it back because it's resting up against this thing. It got like two 13mm bolts on there. But what is this and how important is it? Because I'm gonna have to move it out the way and maybe just put the bolts back in there or something, because I can't even move the throttle now. Okay, so I kind of solved this problem with getting this little throttle cable adapter up here. It was like, I think like $7 and something. And then I ended up buying this little stupid bracket right here from Advanced Auto Part and hooked it onto there, so it positioned this right, but the bracket part that's down, where is it at? It's at the bottom. For this trans cable, this piece right here, this black piece, won't even go through it. So with this little Mr. Gasket bracket, throttle bracket that you get from the parts store, the bottom part is too small. I probably can just cut it out and see if that works, or just order the right bracket. Then I use my old spring from the Quadrajet, and this the shit that I got off that Edelbrock, but that wasn't good enough. And now everything is tight up here, but this is kind of, let me see if I could touch it. That's a little bit tight, but it's not hooked up to nothing, so I gotta either cut that bracket out or go get the right bracket. Now my gas pedal is tight in the inside, but like I said, now I figured out what this was, this EGR valve thing. I had to completely take it off of that using this stud right here. It was hitting up against, if I could pop it back off, well, you get the idea. It was hooked up against this, and it's like resting right on here, so this thing had to come off, or I wouldn't have been able to hook up this cable down here. So if it's any solution to that, let me know. I still got like a couple of hoses to plug up. Go a hose right here, and then just do the fuel line and everything done from there. See if it's gonna run or not.